Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Not often I do 2 videos in one day, but today I wanted to do a second video because I saw the price action today on Hims and Hers and I wanted to call it out because Hims and Hers today was attacked by an analyst. And this analyst is no other words to put it, but apart from a crap analyst. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. He is an awful analyst, and the reason why he's posting this is never clear why. There's things that go in the stock market that people go, surely that doesn't go on in 2025, and it does. And I don't know if this is just from a point of view that he's just generally bad at the stock market, and that happens. People have jobs in the stock market that are just absolutely terrible and are getting paid good wages, and they're just terrible analysts. Maybe they have some sort of agenda, like a short position potentially to try and push. Sometimes it's unclear why they put this information out. But what has gone on today is just ridiculous. And I don't know how the market reacted to this in the way that it did. So I'll point that out for you today. So as you see, Hims and Hers, it's currently down 5% today. When the stock opened up though, it was around about 10% down, and the stock has recovered as the day has gone on. Now it's important to point out that Hims and Hers is still up a whopping 118% year to date. In the last year, it's still up 240%. Not bad for a company that was once called an investable company at $3. So still performing very well. But the drop today was a little bit frustrating, and sometimes you've just got to be aware this is as a long-term investor that people are going to play games. Now, the person that's trying to play games today was from Citigroup. So an analyst called Daniel Grosslight, he came out and put a sell rating on Hims and Hers with a price target of $30. Basically coming out and saying that he believes Hims and Hers in the next 12 months is going to fall by half the share price, and the fact that it's a sell. So if you hold your shares, you should sell them right now. Now, why you'd want to sell a company like Hims and Hers, I have no idea, because it's financially being probably one of the best companies out there in the stock market. If you look at the financial point of view, the revenue has gone up 110%, and the net income went up 344% in the last quarter. But when you look at this analyst and then you start digging a little bit deeper on this analyst, and you realize how bad he actually is, and how no other way to put it is that he's pretty crap. On a Wall Street analyst, he's calling 2,866 out of 559,000. If you look at his success rate, it's 44%, less than 50%. So this is a less than 50-50 chance if it's right. In fact, he gets more wrong than he gets right. That is absolutely awful. And his average return is 4.7%. You'd be better buying the S&P 500 than listening to this guy. But yet, the market saw this news and decided to push the stock down 10% on this news. This is why I personally don't listen to analysts, because half the time they have no clue what they're doing, and most of the time they underperform the stock market as well. And it's frustrating that the stock is today dropping that much because an analyst with such a poor track record had that influence over the stock market. And this is why you've just got to ignore what a lot of people are saying and just focus on your stock. Now, this actually gets a little bit more frustrating because the same analysts who put the sell rating on today put another downgrade on the stock on the 25th of April 2025, which was around about a month ago. Now, if you do go back and look at Hims and Hers since then, let's go back to the 25th of April 2025, the stock then went up 98% from 1 month ago. So once again, another indication that this guy has nothing, no success. You don't listen to him. And in fact, I'd be looking and thinking, well, if he's thinking it's a sell, there's a good chance this stock might double from here. But then it actually gets even worse. So the same analyst 1 year ago, and I have good memory like this, you see, and I remember the stock dropping, and I think I did a video actually on the same analyst a year ago, and he calls the stock to go down, going he has no idea what he's on about. And a year ago, he did exactly the same thing where he cut the Hims and Hers to neutral on the recent rally in May, on May the 22nd, 2024. And if you look here, Citi analyst Daniel Grosslight again hikes the stock down. And once again, if you listen to this guy on the 22nd of May, 2024, let's try and find where the date is, exactly a year ago, the stock is up 245% since that time frame. Ridiculous, isn't it? But yet, once again today, the market decides, oh, I wonder if this analyst is maybe onto something, and sells it down. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous that the market is so stupid like that sometimes. They listen to this sort of news about it going down to $30 when the same guy has an awful track record. When the last time he cut the stock, it went up 100%, and the time before that, the stock went up 240%, and yet the market is listening to him. You just don't do it, and you just don't do it with stocks like this, because if you have a stock like this that has done what Hims and Hers has done, where they've just absolutely crushed it for the last few years, and are going to continue to crush it for the next 2 years, you don't put a stock down at a sell rating. You don't say a stock's going to fall in half. You let all these crap analysts have these sort of games, but the market should listen to it. And this is why sometimes I don't listen to analysts, because half of them don't have a clue what's going on. Now, why is the market listening to this rubbish? Well, I would say that maybe he has a hidden agenda with this stock. His hidden agenda might be something that he might have a short holding on this stock, and then he's trying to use his influence to put his stock down. And as well as that, when there's something like this, when you look at someone like Hims and Hers at the moment currently has a 32% short interest rate. 32% is incredibly high. That makes Hims and Hers one of the most shorted stocks on the stock market, which shouldn't happen, because normally stocks that are short are terrible companies that are declining massively. But yet shorts are in a bit of a pickle because the short in a stock which is financially crushing it, and they're looking for any reason at the moment to get this stock down, because these shorts at the moment, they're losing a ton of money. They're getting absolutely squeezed at the moment. They're trying to make something back. And I don't know if this guy here with this awful track record, this Daniel Gross-like guy, I don't know if he's just doing this because, like I said, he's an awful analyst. He's a crap investor. He still gets paid for it. You know, maybe instead of listening to them, they should have been listening to me when I was saying buying this stock at $3. Maybe Citigroup should be looking at hiring me than him. And maybe he's just a crap analyst, and that might be it. Or he might be a crap analyst, and he also might be a crap short seller. And the thing is that at the moment, these shorts are looking for any sort of reason to try and get this stock down so they can try claim a victory. They can try get out of this position that has been haunting them for the last 2-3 years, that has cost them a load of money, that they can try and get this stock down where they don't have to take a big L, and they can actually make some money on it or cut the losses down. And that's why they're also jumping on it as well. So, like I said, I don't know if this analyst is just a crap analyst. Maybe he has a hidden agenda going on there. But also then the combination of how many shorts are caught up in this are looking for any sort of negative to try and push the stock down. And I thought I'd make a video today because, like I said, I don't normally make videos on analysts because I think a lot of them are crap. I think there's many crap analysts out here, and this guy's one of them. He's another crap analyst. And I don't really talk about them because I think a lot... people always talk about these analyst moves, and most of them are there for 12 months. Most of them don't know what they're doing. Most of them underperform the market. I don't really care what half of them say, to be honest with you. I don't care what most of them say, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to make this video today, calling this move out as a big BS move in general. But also, the reason I get a lot of new investors to the channel, and some of these new investors might not have seen the video a year ago where I called out the exact same thing. So maybe for some you newer guys that are around here, you might be taking these analyst opinions a little bit more serious, but a video like this actually makes you realise, these guys actually don't know what they're doing. And it makes you guys aware of it. Like, honestly, these analysts, half of them are crap. Half of them underperform. Most of them are crap. Most of them underperform the market. And a lot of them have hidden agendas that they don't actually reveal to you. I just ignore them. I just ignore analyst targets. If I listen to most of the analysts on Hims and Hers from where I were 3 years ago, a lot of them would have told me to sold. And I would have made 500 and up to, at some point selling the stock for 1,000% return. Probably wouldn't have happened if I listened to analysts. Probably wouldn't have it wouldn't have happened if I listened to some of the comments I got on YouTube in 2022 when the people were saying that the stock was uninvestable. But just be aware, guys, because honestly, they're useless. And I just wanted to make a video because I wanted a little bit of a rant. I wanted to rant. I wanted to call some of this BS analyst stuff that's going on out. And Citigroup should hang the head in shame, really. To be employing someone like this, it's pretty poor, isn't it? So just be aware, guys. Hope you enjoyed the extra video. See you in a bit.